Welcome to Goodwood Festival of Speed 2025. That gorgeous GMA is the very first car to take on. Would you listen to that? The Goodwood Hill Climb, containing IndyCar legend Dario Franchitti and the Duke of Richmond. And that means the extravaganza officially begins, where we're going to see a whole lot of this. This is the Supercar Paddock, aka the home of the ultimate selfie. And if you like your supercars Italian, German, British, or just bonkers, there is something for everyone. You're the presenter here at Future Lab. Yes. First of all, what on earth is that behind us?
Great question, Radzi. That is the wreck of Endurance, Shackleton's Endurance. Now, Menson Bound found it, him and his crew, in 2022. In fact, he's just behind us over there as well, you can see. It really is absolutely fascinating. It's not the only thing we've got here, though, but if you do want to follow the story of it, you can see the Sabertooth just behind. That is what actually discovered it beneath the waves. Wow. Unbelievable, and as you can see, you can chart the journey that Endurance went on, and of course the Aguilar second, which found it, which Menson Bound, of course. Wow, what a story that is, by the way. If you haven't seen it, do check it out, and you can see it here in Future Lab. Just look at it, it's amazing, isn't it?
It really is. And talking about other things to check out as well, I've got to head this way because for the first time in 2025, there's something special happening that you're involved with.
Yes, we have the Randox studio for our Future Lab Tech Talks, and we've just done one actually with Menson Bound and Endurance. Are we going to move around and have a little look, shall we? Because over the course of the weekend and the entire Festival of Speed, we've got a number of guests coming in here. We've got a number of podcast style shows going on. In fact, we've got so many different guests coming in. We've got Tim Peake, we've got the Red Arrows, we've got Katie Munnings, we've got so many people. You can see them all in here and around Future Lab. It is incredible. It's all about science, technology, engineering and mathematics. We've got 4 subjects really that we're kind of exploring: mobility for humanity, new industrial revolutions, exploring spatial intelligence, and our big blue dot. Can I bring you around here as well, actually?
Please.
That's really interested me. Seabed 2030. We are trying to map the entire ocean floor by 2030. What percentage of the Earth's seabed do you think we've mapped so far?
Had you not said it in such a way, I'd have said most of it. I'd have gone 80%.
Okay, you're miles out. 27%. That is it, and it is critical for our learning. We can predict weather from it. We can potentially look at future disasters. There's so much yet to learn, and we're doing it here in Future Lab.
Future Lab. It's all about the future, and I'll tell you what, if school was like that, I'd have never taken a day off. I know what you're thinking, what on earth am I doing? Well, the answer is going on a mini adventure, because Mini have properly leveled things up for Festival of Speed 2025. They've made their own mini city, and I genuinely mean that. Obviously littered with gorgeous EVs left, right and centre. Mini Street there, by the way, just to properly confirm it. We've got my favourite of all the minis, the John Cooper Works, absolutely stunning, just behind us there. Now when I say mini town, I really do mean it. They have a fully functioning farm shop, which right the way through there until you can get farm food. If you want more confectionery items, look no further than the corner shop. And by the way, look at the energy, look at the vibes. We got guys putting on a performance for the crowd. A barber shop. You can genuinely have a skin fade if you so desire at the barbershop right there. They don't have long enough for this thing though. And finally at the top there, the DJ is keeping the tunes, keeping the energy. We love it. This feels like such a privilege. We're currently stood on top of Goodwood House, and very shortly 9 Red Arrows are going to fly past and partake in an incredible display with tens of thousands of Goodwood fans. Yeah! Look at that! What a a beautiful fly past that is, with the vapours as well. Delighted to be joined by Adam Collins, Wing Commander. Adam, first of all, you have the coolest job on earth. What is it you do?
So I'm the Officer Commanding of the Red Arrows, so it's my privilege to be in charge of and look after the 150 team that is the Red Arrows.
And what they do is spectacular, perfect symmetry, incredible. What are we about to see?
So you're about to see the 2025 Red Arrows display. They've started the display rolling because of the airspace above us, which means it's a slightly lower show to start with, but then we'll go into the big looping manoeuvres. So what you can see now is all 9 aircraft moving into diamond formation, having gone into the arrival, and we're going to see about 10 minutes of looping and rolling of the 9 aircraft, and then they'll split into 2 sections and we'll get the much more dynamic opposition manoeuvres.
I'm really excited about this. You obviously, this is your bread and butter, but do you get excited?
I still do get excited. I've been on the team for a total of 7 years, and I still do get goosebumps when the team flies over. When I talk to people about the team, young and old, I still get goosebumps.
How do they know exactly where to go? Because it's not like being on a circuit, there's no hill climb. How do they have it so precise?
So it's all down to the team leader. So Red 1, Squadron Leader John Bondi, he's leading the formation, and the rest of the pilots are purely watching his aircraft, listening for his commands, because the manoeuvres are actually done by ear rather than by eye. So he calls every manoeuvre when the other pilots know when they're putting the control input in. So those aircraft that are further away from him can anticipate that manoeuvre to keep those lines nice and straight. So they are purely glued to the team leader for the first half. So they're not really conscious of how many people are down here, whether it's Goodwood, whether it's Silverstone. They're purely focused on the team leader's aircraft.
But the actual air is almost like a living organism in that it moves. There could be alterations, but somehow they are just perfectly straight.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. There's thermals, there's wind, the bumps as we call them. And the technique we use is just to hold everything in the bumps, just let the aircraft ride the bumps. If you start trying to fight it, that's when you'd start to see the movement. So if they're doing a good job, then they're holding that manoeuvre, holding the bumps, and just letting it settle itself.
What is it like when you are actually in one of those planes?
It's an amazing feeling. In the display, as I said, you're focused on the team leader, but if you're flying in the back, like I sometimes do in the display, you do then get to look out and see what's going on the ground. And if we're flying over London, for example, for the King's birthday or the coronation as we did, then again, you're really focused on the team leader's jet, but you're conscious of what you're going over, you're conscious of how important the scenario is and the situation. But yeah, it's a real privilege to be involved with it.
And it's also undeniably, unapologetically Britain at its absolute best. I mean, are we some of the best guys in the world?
It's not for me to say, but I think we're right up there. But there's nothing better. We'll display for the public. We'll try and inspire the next generation of pilots, engineers, STEM, all those good things. But then at some point in the season, we'll go overseas as well. And we're used as ambassadors for the UK. And that means we can take the aircraft to different countries and literally paint that Union flag in the sky with the smoke, represent the best of British, and encourage and inspire people to come to the UK, to invest, to come and go to school here, and everything in between.
You do exactly that. So it's Thursday today. It's not a one and done here. You're here Friday and Sunday.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Got another show elsewhere on Saturday, but we'll move the jets around the country to where the shows are, and we've got the flexibility to do that. So we might display 2 or 3 times in a day in different locations, but it's so that we can maximise the number of people that are going to see us display, and hopefully inspire young and old to follow their dreams.
And all I will say is you can see what they're doing on camera, but you can't feel it. The sound is insane. If you get the chance to come down here, please do. What they do, I'll say it for him, they are the best in the world. They're incredible. Get down here, it's the Red Arrows. We're going to enjoy the display. One of the significant elements of this year's Goodwood Festival of Speed 2025 is the sun. And sir, what's your name?
Freddie.
Freddie, can I just say you have one of the best sunburn, non-sunburn combos.
Perfect.
Can you talk us through it? How many days, how much exposure was required for this?
Oh, just years. Years to perfect it, you know?
And what are the sunglass options for anyone at home who wants to have the same look?
I'll go for the volley. Well, perfect.
We are now just minutes away from seeing a very special firework display, not at night time, during the day. And to talk about that and much besides, delighted to be joined by Dan Garlick, aka the director here at Goodwood of Motorsport. Dan, the fireworks, tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's fantastic to be up on the roof getting ready for that. So we've got the team literally putting all the daytime pieces together. As you say, only at Goodwood really. It's normally nighttime, but we've got fantastic Gordon Murray central feature behind us. So we're going to do some real big daytime fireworks show for the public out there to celebrate that today.
He's a proper legend, and we are paying tribute to the man. The GMA, tell us all about that, because it's a really important thing.
Yeah, it's fantastic to have them here with us. Something we've worked on for a while, and the central feature I think really encompasses Gordon and what he's brought together with GMA. A fantastic central feature this year that Jerry Judas brought to life for us with the Gordon Murray logo brought to life for everyone to see.
And I'm going to put you right on the spot here. Behind the camera, the thing that you can't see is there are a number of firework rockets ready and raring to go. There's a lot happening. Do we even know how many rockets are going to get fired?
No, Starlight are the people that we work with on this, and they seem to put more and more up there without telling me every year. So I think it's going to be pretty spectacular, to say the least.
Well, I've counted them all myself, and it's safe to say there is a lot. You're going to enjoy this one. I genuinely cannot wait for this conversation. Delighted to be joined by Sam Sunderland, aka 2 times Dakar winner. Sam, I want to talk to you about Dakar, but really want to talk about your challenge. What are you about to embark on in a few months' time?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, we're actually heading on a world tour, we can say. Trying to beat a world record for the circumnavigation of the world on a motorbike, which, yeah, it's going to be a big challenge. Current record is 19 days at 8 hours, 25 minutes. So anything less than that, I'll be happy.
So let's get into it. So how many miles do you have to do in that time?
So total is around 18,000 miles, and I need to do 1,050 miles a day, every day. So on the same bike, and we have to go in a continuous direction. Those are the rules of play.
And to kind of get into the meat of it, so when you're crossing an ocean, if you like, the stopwatch stops.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you're on the road, you've got so many obstacles you're not in control of.
Yeah, that's it. We can plan into a certain point, and then we're just gonna have to deal with it when it happens. But yeah, as you say, every time we have to ship the bike, for example, from Istanbul to Jeddah is one of the shipments, or on the plane, the clock stops, and then in the spirit of adventure, we're not going to go to the Maldives in between. We'll get it moving as quick as possible and back on the road. So yeah, that's the adventure we got.
Where do we start and where do we finish?
Greenwich Mean Time, actually, in Greenwich. Yeah.
And where do we finish?
Greenwich. Yeah, exactly.
Can we take a closer look at this kit? Because it's superb.
Yeah. So it's the Triumph Tiger 1200. Suitable for the job. It's a big engine. It's a proven bike. It's actually a little bit luxury. I've got heated seat, heated grips, cruise control. So yeah, it's got enough boxes for my sandwiches as well. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a big challenge. But
so heated seats is great when it's chilly.
Yeah.
But when you're halfway around the world in Australia, how hot's it going to be?
Yeah, I guess it's coming into their summer, so yeah, 40 or so, and trying to dodge kangaroos and road trains and all the other stuff there in Australia. But that's what adds to the challenge, let's say.
And a question, guy to guy.
Yeah.
1,000 miles a day on that seat. What's it going to do to you?
Yeah, well, luckily I got a little bit of experience riding motorbikes for a long time, so hopefully my skin's prepared. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's super comfy. It isn't like it's almost designed for comfort as opposed to the race bike that I'm used to riding. Like, it's a bit of a sofa on there, so hopefully I'll say that at the end of the 18 days.
And from a Red Bull perspective, how can we watch your journey? Because Red Bull are going to be very much along for the ride.
Yeah, so we're gonna have cameras everywhere, and they're gonna, we'll do a lot of media and footage from the ride, especially the last leg back into London is going to be live streamed. Yeah, so you can check into the Red Bull UK channels and even my personal one to follow along.
And just finally, obviously you've achieved a lot in your career from a racing perspective. What would it mean to have this world record on your CV?
Yeah, I mean, aside from the world record pen, it's actually it's cool for me to go and find, make some more stories, hopefully inspire a few people, tell my stories to my kids one day, like that kind of thing is what I'm really excited about. The record, of course, is something I want to beat, but the value in it for me is the journey and all the things that happen along the way,
And finally, what will it be like when you cross, let's say when you cross the finish line in Greenwich, new world record holder?
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm looking forward to that day for sure. I will be even more then because it would, 18 days in the bank, and I'll be pretty tired. But no, it's a big challenge. Like I already did a few simulations, and we saw it's pretty heavy to do that mileage.
Mate, cannot wait to see it. All the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
What better place to end what's been an incredible first day at Festival of Speed than being in the official F1 safety car, not a replica, not even road legal, the official Aston Martin Vantage safety car that was in Silverstone. Unbelievable, and it has been a truly incredible day. Whether it's been the Red Arrows, whether it's been the story of Sam Sunderland, whether it's been the Duke kicking things off, or even the Goodwood house and the fireworks for the Gordon Murray Automotive. Unreal. It's just day one though. However, day two, something tells me it might be even better. We'll see you then.
Wow, just wow.
You can get close to the drivers, you can get close to the cars, you can really feel like you're involved in the action.
It's a fun fair, but with cars.